In this video, a Reddit user shared their story. I steal cars for a living. Last Monday, one of them tried to eat me. Alright, let's get one thing straight, I take things. Specifically cars, nice ones. The kind that cost more than most people make in a year, and yeah, I know what you're thinking, but save the judgment. I have my reasons, I don't hit regular folks, people struggling to get by. My targets? The ones who have more than they know what to do with. They can afford it, they probably deserve it, I'm good at what I do, very good, been at it for years, I'm not here to give a seminar, I'm here because of what happened last Monday. Something that's got me looking over my shoulder. There was this guy, one of the local big shots, and he had this car. Oh man, this car, latest model, foreign, sleek, black as a starless night, the kind of car that whispers power even when it's parked. He became my project. You don't just walk up and take a car like that, you watch, you learn, patience is key. So, I watched him for weeks. Most of it was predictable office, fancy restaurants, golf club, but then I found the anomaly, the little secret. Every Monday night late, he'd drive out to this apartment building, he'd park on a quiet side street, go inside for a few hours. I figured it was an affair, classic, that was my opportunity. So, last Monday, I was ready. I found a spot in the shadows and waited. The night was cool, quiet. The streetlights cast long, lonely shadows. Right on schedule, the black beast purred up the street. He got out, looked around quickly, then hurried inside. Showtime. I gave it a few minutes, let the street settle. Then, I moved. Quick, silent, like a ghost. I reached the car. It gleamed under the streetlight. I got to work. My tools are specialized. The driver's side door clicked open with a soft snick. No alarm. Beautiful. I slipped inside. The smell of new leather filled my nostrils. I ran my hand over the smooth dashboard. Then I popped open the glove compartment, and there they were, the keys, just sitting there, in the glove compartment. I blinked. No way. It was too easy, suspiciously easy. I pressed the start button. The engine came to life with a low, powerful thrum. I pulled away from the curb smoothly. The drive was smooth. The car handled like a dream, another successful night. This one would fetch a very pretty penny. Then about 10 minutes into the drive, I felt it. A weird sensation on my back, like something was tickling me, gently at first. I shifted in the seat, thinking maybe the upholstery was bunched up. The feeling didn't stop, it got stronger. The tickling became a prickling, little sharp points pressing into my back, through my shirt. This car was brand new. Were the seats defective? It kept getting worse. The prickling turned into stings. Sharp, insistent stings, like a dozen needles jabbing into my skin. It started to hurt, a burning, stinging pain. I had to stop. I pulled the car over. The pain was really bad now, like my back was on fire. I unbuckled my seatbelt, gritting my teeth. I twisted around to look at the driver's seat. My breath hitched. My blood ran cold. The seat. It wasn't a seat anymore. Where the smooth leather should have been, there was something else. It was red, wet looking, and it was moving, pulsing almost, like a giant fleshy tongue, a grotesque meaty slab, the color of raw liver. And sticking out of it all over its surface were tiny needle-sharp points. Those were the things that had been stabbing into my back. Before I could even scream, the seatbelt moved. It whipped out like a striking snake. It wrapped around my chest, tight, constricting. It pinned me against the thing in the seat. Panic exploded in my chest, hot and suffocating. I thrashed, clawed at the belt, but it was impossibly tight. Then came the pressure, and a horrifying sucking sensation. The meaty tongue seat was pressing against me. I could feel a disgusting, wet warmth spreading across my back, trying to eat me. I screamed then, a raw, terrified sound. I was going to die here, consumed by a goddamn car seat. Then I remembered. My pocket knife. My hand fumbled desperately for my pocket. My fingers closed around the familiar cold metal of the knife. I yanked it out, flicked it open. The belt. I had to cut the belt. I sawed at it. The small blade struggling against the tough nylon. The pain in my back was unbearable. "Get off me! Get the hell off me!" I shrieked. The knife bit through. With a final, desperate yank, the belt snapped. I lurched forward, away from the horrifying seat. I scrambled for the door handle. Locked. Of course it was locked. I threw myself onto the passenger seat and kicked out at the window. My heels connected with the glass. It spiderwebbed, but didn't break. I kicked again with every ounce of strength I had. The window exploded outwards in a shower of safety glass. I didn't hesitate. I threw myself through the opening. I landed hard on the gravel shoulder of the road. I didn't look back. I scrambled to my feet and I ran. I ran like I'd never run before in my life. I ran until my lungs burned and my legs gave out. I never went back for the car. I don't want to know if it's still there. I'm writing this because you need to know. You need to be careful. Those expensive, flashy cars. Maybe some of them aren't just machines. Maybe some of them are hungry. There's something out there pretending to be a car, and it's waiting. Be careful whose toys you try to take. Some of them bite back. Credits. Story shared by a Reddit user. Narration adapted for YouTube.